And whereas the City of St. Augustine Beach set forth the appropriations and revenue estimate for the budget for fiscal year 2025 in the amount of $14,465,951.
The budget and millage rates were adopted at last night's City of St. Augustine Beach Commissioners meeting. Liz Ryan got reaction from Mayor Dylan Rumrell.
He says city government has been fiscally responsible.
We lowered taxes, Liz, for the second year in a row. We kept our millage rate flat at 2.5000 mils, and then we lowered our debt service to now 0.0887. So taxes in St. Augustine Beach continue to go down, even though we're in this incredible pinch of economy, the worst I've seen in my lifetime, and we're trying to do everything we can to keep our residents afloat during this economic period.
The board's approach to managing the city's money?
It's kind of like a household budget. You have your needs and you have your wants. Right now, we can only afford to do our needs. And by the grace of God, we've gotten some great appropriations from Tallahassee to do a lot of our water mitigation, right? Our infrastructure projects I've been very successful getting along with our Vice Mayor, Beth Sweeney. So right now, as long as we continue on that same track, hopefully we'll keep the millage down and keep moving in the right direction.
He said much of the budget goes toward investing in law enforcement, public works, and staff salaries.
In order to keep a city running, you got to make sure you pay the people that are in place. Look, we have the best trash service, I'm guaranteed to promise you that, in St. Johns County, to the point where we've even assisted St. Johns County during the debacle of their current contract with their trash people. So we have an incredible staff, city workers that go above and beyond. And in order to maintain that quality of service that our residents have gotten accustomed to, we got to make sure that we keep moving in the right direction. And we're able to do that, again, by lowering taxes.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The CDC is closely monitoring a new virus being carried by travelers from South America and the Caribbean.
Senator Marco Rubio has sent a letter to President Biden urging the administration to take steps to prevent a widespread outbreak of the Oropouche virus. It has minor symptoms for most, but multiple cases in Brazil show it can cause death of unborn babies in the third trimester, as well as malformations in newborns. Just this year, 8,000 cases have been reported globally, including more than 30 here in Florida from travelers recently returning from Cuba. The Oropouche virus is spread by mosquitoes and biting midges, or no-see-ums. Communications Director for the Florida Department of Health, Jay Williams, gives advice on how to keep mosquitoes from breeding.
Drain any standing water on their property, whether that's in a dog bowl, a bird bath, the top of their trash can, whatever it may be, making sure that water doesn't have the chance to sit stagnant.
And how to avoid getting bit.
Wearing the proper insect repellent, making sure your homes and your porches, whatever they might be, have the proper screening to prevent insects from getting inside. Small children that are in strollers, absolutely covering your stroller with proper mosquito netting.
He says you may be surprised at how little standing water it takes for mosquitoes to breed.
About the amount of water that can fit inside of the bottle cap.
Because Oropouche may present like the Zika virus, officials are concerned that patients may be tested for Zika, get a negative result, and not receive the proper medical care. If you've been bitten and experience symptoms like fever, headache, chills, and myalgia, see a doctor immediately. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
The Raise and Rehab project for Castillo de San Marcos seawall is the topic of a meeting tonight in St. Augustine.
You're encouraged to attend and become involved in a meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at the Renaissance St. Augustine, hosted by the National Park Service, to learn about the seawall project on the downtown bayfront. Reuben Franklin, Assistant City Manager, City of St. Augustine.
They're replacing our old seawalls and raising the height of the seawall to an elevation to protect from storm surge from hurricanes and tropical systems.
Franklin realizes the necessary project will mean some changes, such as the sight line.
The view shed when you're walking along the bayfront won't be impacted, but if you're standing across the street, what you can see today, you won't be able to see with the new height of the seawall. The existing floor or sidewalk That's kind of what's going to be blocked with the view shed for the new seawall.
Franklin adds the seawalls surrounding Castillo de San Marcos play a critical role in safeguarding the historic city of St. Augustine from the impacts of coastal erosion and storm events. However, over time, these seawalls have deteriorated, posing serious structural integrity concerns and increasing vulnerability to flooding during storm events. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.